So guys, I wrote a book and finally my ebook is live on Gumroad. It has been a journey. So for those of you that have been following me for some time, right, you would know that I always talk about the fact that how I used to write when I was younger. I used to write, I used to draw. Like I had this creative side of me where I would take all the 60 leaves notebooks then and I would write different stories and just formulate stories and all of that, right? So it's been a part of me, but I never actually got to publish any of them. And then, lately I was just like, you know what, I don't want that dream to just die, or that skill that I have to just die. And so yeah, I decided to write ebooks. Okay. So it was actually quite a journey. The truth is I've been on this for months and I have multiple ebook ideas of what I want to write. Like I have different topics and subject areas that I actually want to write on, not just like fiction stories, right? And not just that. I also want to write like self-help books and books that people can actually learn from, books that can also impact people's lives and not just for entertainment, right? And so this particular subject that I wrote on, Invisible in Plain Sight, it stemmed out of some personal experiences that I've had in my life. I'm sure some of you that have been following me will have noticed that I've talked about struggling with imposter syndrome. I even spoke about self-worth a couple of times and all of that, right? So these are things that I have personal experience with, and it's something that I struggle with, feeling like I'm not seen, feeling like, I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm there, but I'm not being acknowledged, right? And, of course, my personality played a part in it, and, a couple of these challenges, right? And I just decided to, put my thoughts together and also highlight some of the things that have helped me or that are still helping me, to find my voice, to reclaim my voice, to feel seen and to feel heard, right? And I decided to just put it together in an ebook and share. Okay, so that was the idea behind that book. I did struggle with getting the book out. I wanted to go with Amazon to begin with, but then all of a sudden I realized that my account was terminated after all the struggle I went through. So I actually set up the account, verify my identity, and I was actually able to upload a Kindle version of the book, after there were issues with the formatting, because Amazon is actually very strict when it comes to, how they, their rules basically, for the books that they publish on their website, right? And so I had some challenges, and all of a sudden I realized that my account was terminated because they said that I violated some of the terms and conditions. So I struggled and I eventually reworked the ebook again. After writing and designing everything, I was able to end up putting it on Gumroad. However, I'm still going to try and explore Amazon again and see how I can also get it back. But for now, the book is currently available on Gumroad, and I will be sharing many more books as the year proceeds and going forward, right? Because I think that is something that I really want to do, and I want to put it out there as well to impact people. I'm all about personal development, self-growth, living a wholesome life, right? And there are a lot of people that are going through different things in their lives, and I know that there are people out there that are also like me that struggle with some of the things that I also struggle with, right? And that book is for them. People who are struggling to find their voice, people who are struggling to assert themselves, people who feel like their efforts are going unnoticed, right? I decided to share practical tips in the book that can help them, to have a better experience basically, right? So so the link is in my stories. And please feel free to go on there and support me and buy the book, and also share with anyone else that you think might need to, learn, or that you think the book might actually impact them. Feel free to share with them, and let's continue this journey of personal development and growth together. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you all for supporting me and being on this journey with me as I continue to find myself on this journey of life, while also helping others as I go along, because that's essentially what I want to do. So thank you so much, you guys, for supporting me, and I will see you in the next one.